A big concern in the community lately is that PS4 mods are just not coming. Fortunately, about 2 weeks ago, Bethesda did give us a little bit of an update, basically tweeting out, "We're working with Sony on Fallout 4 mod support for PS4. The process is still under evaluation. As soon as we learn more, we'll share the news." Obviously, this was very reassuring for many. It's confirming to us that something's going on, plus there's been basically radio silence for about 2 months, at least prior to this actually being tweeted. But let's actually take a closer look at that tweet and try and figure out what the root of this problem is. So let's break down the problems that PS4 users had prior to the radio silence. Basically, Bethesda came out and said, 1, there's not going to be any sound files because they use a proprietary sound format on PS4, which is a little bit weird to begin with, but I'll get into that in a second. 2, you'll be limited to 900 megabytes due to some other console restrictions, but we're seeing the restrictions on Xbox One be lifted now, so I'm sure that's a potential on PS4, and I'm sure that's something they're going to work towards and maybe is fixed already. But I bet a lot of PS4 users would accept the 900 megabyte limit just to get some mods right now. But this tweet doesn't really seem like any of that's relevant. So how do you get a mod on PS4? Well, basically first you're going to create the mod through the creation kit, upload it to Bethesda.net, etc, etc. The creation kit being the tools used to create the game, and more importantly, the tools used for mod makers to create mods for the game. Why is this a big deal? Well, if there's DLC on PS4, shouldn't there be mods on PS4? It's coming from the same source. The creation kit is used to create both of these things, so if we have Far Harbor and contraptions on PS4, why don't we have mods? They are essentially the same thing, just made by different people. And just to be clear, I know I'm not pulling this out of my ass. Fallout 4 DLC and game mods use the same mechanism for storage, installation, and activation. Some people smarter than me figured that out, or mod creators know that for a fact, I'm sure, as they deal with it every day. So with all this being said, Bethesda emphasizes that it's an evaluation stage right now, and that they're waiting to hear something. So basically Sony's the one holding this up. This is going to be pure speculation, but what I think is happening right now is basically Sony is looking at Bethesda and saying, hey, you have to regulate your mods. We don't want people uploading mods to your website, bricking our consoles, or just totally messing up Fallout 4 saves. Because at the end of the day, people aren't smart. They're going to download mods that mess up their saves, and people are going to get pissed and look at Sony, and Sony doesn't want to deal with that. Some of these problems occurred on Xbox One, and it was a little bit of a shit show for a while, but it got relatively under control. Although the Bethesda.net moderation is absolutely garbage. People are actually going there now to upload illegal mods because Nexus will take them down so fast. So I imagine what's actually going on is Sony is looking at Bethesda and saying, alright, so how are you going to prevent damage to our consoles? Bethesda's like, because they don't really have a way to do that. You're giving mod authors the same tools that are used to make the game, so in turn you could actually pretty much destroy the game if you so choose, make it crash consistently, destroy saves, etc, etc. So who's right and who's wrong here? I don't think there is a clear answer there. Right now I think Sony's the reason we don't have mods, but Sony's doing the right thing. It's trying to prevent its users from being screwed over by Bethesda's lack of moderation. If you're a console user though, I would be happy about this. In my opinion at least, this is good news. What it means is mods are possible on PS4. That's not technically confirmed, but it definitely seems that way. I feel like they wouldn't drag us on for this long. That would be a huge PR mistake if Bethesda tweeted that they're still working on it 2 months later and then a month from now they say it's not going to happen. But on top of that, when you actually get mods, whether it be a month, 2 months, 3 months, etc., I'm sure they'll be working fine and you could feel a little bit safer than an Xbox or a PC user. It's unfortunate that you guys have to wait this long, but hopefully it's coming to an end soon. As always, I thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what your opinions on this are. I'm going to link an article and the tweet in the description, so check it out if you want on your own. But with that, I'll see you all next time. Later.